Warning, this show is a fast, painful rape on your brain. And I am not wearing any protection. Hello world, and welcome back to an all-new episode of What the Cluck. I'm your guide on this wild ride, Vin A, and we are happy to have you back. I'm also so excited we have two very funny, slightly crazy friends on today. It's a Jonanza. We have my pal Joe D'Amico, famed Sports Bettor and pro handicapper. And we have my brother from another mother, the infamous Joe Bonasorte, guitar virtuoso producer, and a father for the first time. So we're happy to have them both here. This episode is going to be, it's going to be a hoot. So before we bring them on, let's get into some news. All the best news really does always seem to come out of Florida. I don't know if it's something in the water or something not in the water, but Jesus Christ. A 37-year-old man is dead after his trailer home was destroyed in a meth lab explosion caused by him lighting his farts on fire. The man's wife was found naked on the front yard, still laughing after the explosion. I had no idea trailer parks even had front yards, but cool. The woman plans on suing Chipotle, which failed to address their peppers, causing a higher rate of methane in human farts. The woman offered a statement. I'm not mad about my husband dying. I just got my eyebrows done, and now they're gone. Fuck, man. Chipotle Grill has yet to respond. Okay, next up, a judge sentenced a man to life in prison for installing secret cameras in a staggering number of Oklahoma homes while working for a security company. That's like having your car stolen by the president of Hertz Rental Cars. You expect to get a car, not lose a car. New slogan, hashtag Hertz Donut, hashtag still a thing. The judge said giving him a life sentence wasn't her first choice. She basically said if the law allowed her, she would, quote, castrate him. Wow. I don't think Judge Judy is this entertaining in the courtroom, but I'm all for bringing back castration. Who doesn't like their mushrooms chopped? Ew. Yeah, I did that. Ryan Alden had countless recordings on his computer and cell phones from cameras hidden behind vents in Oklahoma City, including ones pointed at children's bedrooms and bathrooms. Jesus, I don't know what's more scary and invasive, that or trying FaceApp. Ew. Brought it back. Over the past week, the Amazon rainforest has been in the news. It's burning at an unprecedented rate, and believe it or not, this is not because of natural wildfires. It's because a few native tribes in the jungle have a yearly ritual where they light their farts on fire, and everything backfired. No, I'm just kidding. Although the fires are linked to human intervention, it's not because of farts, but cattle ranching. Yes, cattle ranching is responsible for as much as 80% of the ongoing deforestation of the Amazon. The Brazilian president, aka Spanish Dustin Hoffman, is a well-known anti-hippie, save the rainforest kind of guy and very pro-industrial growth. He's actually encouraged ranchers and other developers to start developing the land. If the Amazon goes, so will the most biodiverse place on Earth. And I thought Jimmy Denning's kilt was the most biodiverse place on Earth. He knows I love him. As if the world isn't burning down fine on its own, we're burning down the largest source of oxygen and protector against CO2 on Earth, and all for Brazilian beef. Oh, God, no, not Antonio Banderas, please, no. Like actual beef. But ask yourself, how important is the Amazon rainforest to you? Worth never having a steak from Morton's again? Save the steaks or the lakes, guys. We may not be able to have both soon. Moving on, speaking of hot raging disasters, Donald Trump feels he's done so good in the casino and real estate markets that he set his sights on the biggest land deal he could muster up on the toilet last week, wanting to buy Greenland. Yes, the hunk of ice that's melting at about 1,000 evil green witches per second. The genius of Donald Trump really emerges here. Because thanks to his administration and the amazing rollbacks on regulations, Donald Trump wants to buy a piece of ice. I mean, land that probably won't even exist in 20 years, thanks to him and other conservatives. Greenland is steadily on course to lose about 286 gigatons of ice this year, or in layman's terms, like 200 Sally Struthers ice sculptures. Okay. I had to, man. My metrics are all over the place today. Anyway, in other words, a shit ton. Donald Trump, a.k.a. the chosen one, is not the only entity who's interested in buying Greenland. China is a major player and also wanting Greenland. Greenland is like that chicken. She's all that. She's ugly and weird in the beginning, and then she changes her hair and puts makeup on, and all of a sudden everybody wants her shit. And in this case, Greenland is literally getting hotter, so naturally everybody wants its shit now. So basically, every country wants Greenland for its geopolitical location and its access to new shipping trade routes due to the ice caps melting. It's like Cuba being a satellite nation of Russia. Imagine if China had Greenland. All our enemies, aka Trump's squad, would have a stronghold in our hemisphere, and it's a scary thought. Either way, whatever happens to Greenland, it's not going to be good. Whether it's controlled by Winnie the Pooh, or our very own troll doll, or boiled off the face of the earth, Greenland might have to change its name to No Land. All right, we have a very entertaining show ahead, I'm sure of it. So stick around, and I guarantee you'll laugh your ass off. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to The View. I'm your host. I'm just kidding. Welcome back to What the Cluck. I'm Vin A. I have two very, very, very good friends on today. I have my brother, Mr. Joe Bonasorte, on, and I have my other brother, Mr. Joe D'Amico. Thank you guys so much for coming on today.
Vinny, I'm honored to be here. You know, we're making media history.
We are making media history.
The last time 3 Italians were on the same panel, they were defendants in a mob RICO case. So
that's totally true.
This is history. I'm proud to be here.
Listen, I had Donald Trump on a few weeks ago. Ratings through the roof. Thanks to him, all my ratings have slowly gone up. So I'm happy to have you both on.
Yeah,
all right.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome. So you were watching that monologue. I talked about Florida for a little bit. I do love Florida, but seriously, some of the most fucked up stuff really does come out of Florida.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's scary. It should almost be like its own country, because Florida kind of is like New York, where there's a northern Florida, there's southerners in Florida. You got, you know, your Gentiles to the left, your Jews to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. No, it's just you have every basic like race in Florida. And you remember when we were in Florida, the fucked up things that we did. I mean, I remember like a lot of those trailer parks, because like that's where we got our weed on the road. We went to those places. So you didn't know if you were leaving those places, if you were going to be able to leave with your head still on.
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
But you still weathered the storm to go get your weed, didn't you?
You had to
man.
weather it.
Yeah.
You had to, because it wasn't legal. It wasn't sane like it is in Nevada.
And then the people we knew that can get us weed were like, "Oh, you want this?
Yeah, you have to come to me. Yeah, it was scary. Dude.
Yeah, we're like, oh, come on, dude. So,
seriously, why doesn't every state like legalize weed at this point?
Oh, dude, it's I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's like that middle America thing.
It is, right?
It really is a no-brainer. It's recreation. Like, what other, I don't want to call it a drug. What other drug, shall we say, can you use recreationally without really
I'd say
much
alcohol
harm.
is even worse than pot.
Yeah,
I would say.
yeah. But it also has actual.
I took my driving test high. And I know that's probably like,
And that explains why I'm still chauffeuring him around 30
I
years
know
later.
it's like not a cool thing to say, but I really I had the woman next to me. She's like, make this parallel turn. And I'm
you're
like,
like,
I'm like, you
what?
got it. Like
Vinny-
totally.
Vinny
She's
Jones-
like, you should maybe do that opening your eyes. I go, they are open, okay?
I know
I'm half Asian.
I know I'm in the
tired.
minority. That's horrible. You're half Asian.
I know.
That's horrible. I
yeah.
know I'm in the minority here. I am not a big supporter of legalizing weed.
Really? Why? Good. We
want
have
you to
another
know something.
view.
That's good,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest with you.
We
Because
have another view
I got
on the
tired
view.
of hearing people,
I wanna
even
hear
before
why.
it got legal, everybody got migraines, everybody got cataracts, everybody got this. All right, I'm tired of it. I still think it's a drug. I still believe, just like alcohol, mind you, nobody should be under the influence of anything. And I think too many people, well, it's just weed, I can get behind the wheel. I think there will be accidents. I think there's going to be accidents.
Yeah.
My whole life, I never smoked weed. I never smoked a cigarette.
Really?
Yes. Yeah,
Well, that
I discovered
explains-
heroin
that
at 12.
explains a lot.
No, I'll be honest. No, I was never a weed guy. I was always a ball player.
Okay.
I never inhaled smoke. I never did any of that. I know there's 8 different there's edibles.
You should have been a singer.
But I will. Have you ever heard me sing? If I could sing and dance, I would be picking winners for a living. Vinny, I do believe that it needs to be regulated more. I do think everybody. I was at a traffic light right here. We live in Las Vegas. I
Yeah.
love this city. This is my home.
Yep.
We have more car accidents here than any other place per capita in the country.
We do. But do you think it's attributed to weed?
I don't think. No, I
Are
think
you
it's
knocking
negativity.
up on that fucking
No.
car wreck
But I
and
will
going,
tell you this.
how much pot did you just
My
smoke,
point
dude?
is this. I was just at a light maybe a week ago. I was at a light, looked over, the guy was smoking, goes, at the next light, it's legal now.
Yeah, but you
here,
shouldn't
but
be
wait a
doing
minute.
that, though.
Joseph, you're a new parent. I'm a parent. My son's 22.
Right.
God knows how many kids Vinny has. I wouldn't want a bus driver that drives children or anybody around. I always look at it that way. So I am not a big... I do understand that it does help illnesses, ailments. It does fight against a million different things. I'm all for that. But the percentage of people that smoke weed, that have cancer, I am tired of hearing this bullshit.
I feel like those people are going to get weed no matter what, whether it's legal or not. So either they're going to go into a store to get it, or they're going to be like me and Joe and go to a crack den in the trailer park homes of Florida and get their weed.
I have ulcerative colitis, and that's literally the only thing that helped the pain.
Yeah.
I'm glad for you.
I was on 15 pills a day at one point from doctors, and they just wanted me to keep taking the pills.
Yeah.
Don't get off the pills, or else it's gonna come
I
back.
get it.
And it's like, I'm like, dude, you know what? These don't feel good.
Yeah.
I
They
get
don't feel
big
good.
pharma and what
know?
they do with the opiates and the painkillers.
Yeah, that's even worse.
But I have no problem.
You know?
I understand that point of view, and I'd argue that too.
Okay.
But I do. I looked over at the traffic light. This guy.
Well,
It's legal now, bro.
That's
yeah.
also
Well,
one idiot.
you know what?
There's
I
a lot of idiots in the world.
almost
Yeah.
equate it to like guns.
Right.
Where it's kind of like
Right.
that, where it's legal and any moron can get one.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish that the regulations were a little tighter, that it would stop morons and the proper people that shouldn't be smoking from getting it.
I'm a gun
Like
owner.
so you made a great point before. You both have children.
Yes, sir.
Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
That's great though. So you both have children. Say you have a bus driver that's driving them to school. That person should be taking a drug test every 2 months, going, we want to make sure you're driving children.
Right.
You should not be engaging in this activity. Absolutely.
I agree.
So me being a musician who, naturally I should just have weed around me 24/7. Only because I'm not driving children. I don't want to have the regulation and the hard time getting it. So for certain people, yes, there should be a way that they shouldn't get it. I totally agree with you. And, same thing for booze. Look at it like this. 21 years old, you're not allowed to have alcohol. Now, you're not going to be able to smoke cigarettes till you're 21 out here. That's like a new law they're doing, I think, at Walgreens. Yeah. So basically, that guy can get shipped off to Afghanistan at the age of 18, get shot in the fucking face, and he's not able to, do
That's only
that.
because Walgreens came under the gun because CVS does not sell booze or alcohol, and Walgreens does it to try to justify those, because that's a big income for them.
CVS,
I get
boring.
it. But I get it. But you ever go to Walgreens? Wow, there's a den of geniuses working there.
All right, let's
I'm
move
so
on.
sick of
Let's move on. We're agreeing and we're disagreeing, and it's a good thing.
That's great.
So news in the week, Trump wants to buy Greenland. I can't say Trump wants to. Many presidents have wanted to buy that piece of land.
Really?
Yeah, I think Truman wanted to buy it at some point. I think he's the president, or Eisenhower. I get confused between the two, where they bought Alaska. They wanted land very close to Russia, and Russia wanted Cuba. They want land close to us, and somebody wants that island in the middle of everything that's close to everything. So Obviously, he doesn't have the money for it because that guy failed in the casino business. Sure. How do you do that? You're basically just taking people's money.
Yeah.
If you could buy a country, if you had all the money in the world, you could buy a country. What country would it be? Yeah, I know. It's a fucking stellar question.
It's an easy one for me, Joseph.
Seriously.
It's an easy one for me.
It's an easy one for you. Go ahead.
Sweden or Norway? I love the idea of a whole country full of blonde, blue-eyed women that don't speak English. Hands down. Hands down. I would lean towards Sicily, but if I wanted to meet a girl with a bigger mustache than me...
They're all going to be taller than us. They're like the Amazonians.
The only place they're not going to be is in Japan.
I go, how's the weather up there, dude? Like,
the only place they're not going to be taller than us is in Japan. God's got a great sense of humor. All us Italians, we all good looking. We all age well. We all look, I mean, I'm 50. I look like I'm 20. But I will tell you this. We can all bench press an Oldsmobile, but nobody... Look at the Italian basketball league. There's no dunking. It's like the WNBA. So don't even go there. Listen, it's fine. Everybody's taller than me anyway. Joseph, what would you buy?
Oh, God. Dude, I don't know. I guess maybe any country with really good food.
Yeah, okay.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
And like people would be like, you're the worst fucking president ever. That's really why you chose it, because it's good food.
I like that, though.
And I'm like, yeah, because I'm fucking...
It's better than wanting to drop bombs on people.
Yeah, no, I just want... What country has the best shit? Like, who has the best food?
Who does Uber Eats can bring me food from?
I feel like Japan is one of those places where like they take food from all over the world and they make it their own. So like they weren't a major beef place, but they have Kobe beef, which is beef. That's what is that? It's they drink beer all day and they're massaged. So when you eat that meat, that's what Kobe beef is.
Oh,
right?
I thought you meant the Japanese men. I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, well. If that was the case, I'd live there.
I thought we were talking Robert Kraft going to the massage parlor or something.
Oh yeah.
Way to go, Bobby.
So that's good. So you go for the food.
I go for the food. But
that's a good answer. I thought you'd say Colombia.
That brings up technology too. I'd buy something with that's very innovative in technology.
So you'd go to China.
No.
Well, they're in a race right now. The USA and China are in a race to see who's getting 5G first. So the first person to get 5G is going to own the world. That means all the data and information through the world is going to be going through whatever that country is, their hub. So they're going to have taps on all security, everything.
Somebody told us that. Somebody told me that the U.S. has the slowest internet connection in the world, one of the slowest ones.
Well, I believe it.
Compared to other countries in that.
I believe it. We have slow people, slow internet, slow, a lot of shit.
People got lazy. I love this country. I think it's the greatest country in the world.
Yeah.
I love this country. I love our flag. I love the people that fight for our flag because then we get to walk and speak freely like we are.
Absolutely.
But I will tell you, no, we've got a lot of lazy people. My son's 22. He's a United States Marine. If I didn't give him a kick up the ass every time he got out of line,
God bless him.
He'd be one of them kids going duh, 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 duh.
Well, the world needs more parents like you because a theme on this show is I believe in hitting your children.
I believe in discipline.
I'm a fervent believer in feeding
your children.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, sorry. But
I
wasn't politically correct.
I don't have a problem taking my son up the ass for something he does wrong or not showing the proper respect because now he knows his actions have reprisals and repercussions.
Absolutely.
And I think everybody in life needs to kick up the ass once in a while.
Everybody does, but everybody's not getting it. Now it's almost like the teachers. And the parents are on the kids' side, and they're against the teachers.
No way.
So it's totally. And from an Italian thing and grow up, and the thing that we grew up in, we were always the ones. You're wrong no matter what, whether it's your teacher, your parents. You're the
somebody
asshole.
else's parent. If I didn't help somebody with their packages, I would get a kick up my ass from somebody else. And then my father come down to me and says, so and so gave you a kick up the ass because you didn't help so and so with a package. Here's another kick up your ass.
Tell everybody the first time you met my dad. That you were over my house. Tell him.
So I was a kid, maybe 13 or 14.
Around there, yeah.
And we're jamming. It's me, him, Nikki, and Sorts.
Right.
So we're there, and we're just all kids. And I was the oldest, so I was 2 years older than him. And
it's amazing because he looks so much older than you
Nikki
now.
Was Nikki was I think he was 9 or 10.
Yeah, he was a little man.
Little.
He was little.
11. Maybe?
But we were playing really loud. We were garage banding in the house.
You guys remember this vividly, huh?
Yeah, dude. His dad comes home and he goes, "Turn that fucking guitar down!" Right? And it's like, what? He's like, well, Dad, we're just playing. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Get a fucking rehearsal studio. I'm sick of this fucking bullshit. Right? And I'm just like a kid being like, oh fuck, man. But I was kinda used to
Joe
that.
looks and he goes, should I introduce
I'm like, should I-
myself to
yeah.
him now or should I just walk out? And I'm like, that's probably not the best time to meet this
Jumped
guy.
out the window. I'm like, Mom, you gotta pick me up right now. You know.
But we have respect for our parents and those who are. My
Yeah,
father's 87.
yeah.
His nickname is Buster. I'm a 5th degree black belt. I was 94-0 in the boxing ring.
Whoa,
if I have a disagreement,
back up. You're a 5th degree black belt?
Yeah.
Get the
Yes.
shit out of here.
Yeah, I can't sing and dance, but boy,
Look
can I
at
whoop
you,
some ass.
Ralph Macchio
Yeah, but
over here, man.
I lied and say I'm 5'8", though. What I had hair, I could say I was 5'10". Vinny, I will tell you this. My father's 87. His nickname is Buster. And then when I have a disagreement with him, I still stay more than arm's length away because he'll bust my ass.
Yeah.
And that's the respect we have for our elders, for others, for women, for children, for animals. You know, I know you, Vinny and I are very big social media people, and I do a lot for animals. Anybody that treats an animal badly, treats a child bad, I'm not trying to say kids are like animals, women are like animals. I'm saying anybody,
Not having that compassion.
I'm not
are
trying to
like
say, but I'm trying to say that anytime that you can take advantage of somebody and you try to move your muscles on them, then you're not a man. You're not a human being. You're more of an animal than an
That's
animal.
why we should bring castration back.
I got to go with that.
Right, moving on. So, Andrew Luck. I know you're a big sports guy. I had to look up who Andrew Luck is. Just
right?
kidding.
Who is that?
No,
I don't even
he's.
know.
I know he's the quarterback for the Colts.
He was the quarterback.
Basically, he was right.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What
So
happened?
he just retired from football.
Okay.
He left $58 million on his contract. He's basically sick of getting hurt, being rehabbed, getting hurt again, going through pain. I mean, think about being a football player, man. It's
it's
gotta
brutal.
suck.
Gotta be brutal,
You know, again, it sucks, but you're making $50 million a year, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting punched in the face. You know what, dude? Musicians, we get punched in the face. We make $6 a year. It's
Yeah.
like bullshit.
We make very little money.
So you're a big sports guy. Did you see this coming? Do you think it'll happen more?
Did I you know what? We don't know the whole story of Andrew Luck yet. There is some talk that he may have a serious illness that we are not aware of.
Oh, that he's not telling
I'm not
people.
saying anything for real. Allegedly, there was a rumor he may have cancer. There's a rumor that he's more worse off with his injuries as it is.
Okay.
The guy, whether it is that he wants to go home and just retire with his money, it's his money. He earned it. You know what? The Colts fan booed him going off the stage. He was the reason why they got
Joe,
to the
that
playoffs
happened
several
too. So his
years.
last game, he's getting
Bullshit.
booed
It's
by
bullshit.
all his fans, like on
For-
stage. He basically come out and said, "I'm retiring. I'm done with football." And then the last game, he
booed
comes out and everybody's fucking booing the guy.
And it's bullshit.
I was like,
he gave them the
"Wow,
blood,
dude."
He gave them possibly
Yeah.
his health.
He did.
We don't know how serious his injuries are, and we don't know if he wants to go home and take care of his kids. There's another rumor about his mom. She's not well. We don't know all these things.
We don't know.
We
That's
don't
right.
know.
It's a
So
good
we can
point.
only speculate. But it's his money. He earned it. Let him do it what the hell he wants.
Yeah. That's kind of like when I went to the Yankee game, and again, it's a melting pot. It's the entire world on that stadium.
Right.
When a guy strikes out, they all boo the guy. Like on the Yankees, boo the guy. So there's just like no class.
Yeah.
Whereas my grandparents took me to Fenway Park. Kevin
never said they
Youkilis
got class
strikes
on
out, they clap for the guy. Good try, Kev. Good try, dude. And I go, wow, this is like such a supportive environment for people. I go, you know what? I like this environment. I like this stadium.
I don't have a lot of sympathy for the Red Sox or anybody from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
They elected the Kennedys. They threw all that good tea in the harbor, and they got rid of the greatest non-Italian baseball player
They
that ever
threw
lived.
all that tea in the
They got rid of the greatest non-Italian baseball player
Listen,
that ever lived. I got no sympathy for the Red
we
Sox.
are going to hold
or
grudges from
Bostonians.
200 years ago. We're fucking
They
holding
elected the
grudges.
friggin'
man.
Kennedys. I'm not saying anything bad about Democrats. I'm just saying the Kennedys. Oh my God. Let's just talk about Chappaquiddick. Teddy, how are you, buddy?
Ah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know, Joe. I'm getting off the subject of sports because I don't know shit either.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No. It's all good. So we kind of talked about. No, I don't want to get into that. So I want to talk about this.
Oh, this stuff is awesome.
So
dude.
you brought this, Joe.
Yeah.
You are selling this.
Not
this
really
new,
selling it.
He's
It's-
selling. Is that how you show things to the camera? I've never endorsed anything before.
Yeah,
this is what I drink.
I'm not really selling it per se.
Okay.
It's more of like
You're
you know,
endorsing. You're endorsed by?
Sort of, not really. It's
Tell me what
just
this is.
More of one of those things where it's like, remember back in like the, you know, when we were playing together, like the gear days.
Yeah.
You know, my opinions, I'd be like, dude, that's trash. Don't fucking buy that. Or, nah, that's a waste of fucking money. Don't
This
do that."
smells like plant piss.
It is.
Okay.
But yeah, you're drinking it.
Plant piss.
So what this
Sells
is,
them.
what this is like, it's not, I don't want to say energy drink, dude. It's because it's not really an energy drink, but like, it's kind of like, I've been into that holistic kind of shit, right?
Nice. I can tell the man bun.
Yeah.
I got no room to talk.
Do I smell like patchouli oil?
You
So
smell me.
like, So fucking yeah. So this stuff is
I like this.
It's good, man, and it's clean. It's clean. That's the thing. It's like it's one of those things that there's no crash to it, right? And it's made from the matcha plant. So the matcha plant it's this certain type of green tea.
Okay.
That has a certain concentration of caffeine, but it also has like tons more amino acids, tons more.
So it's kind of like a natural pick-me-up, but it's not as fucked up as Red Bull.
Right. And,
Very cool.
And it's one of those things that you're not really going to feel, but you notice it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good. Well, I've been going through this recently.
Me too.
I've been going through this because I used
to
to drink Red Bull like every day.
Right.
Yeah,
me too.
And I went to my vocal lesson and the woman's like, dude, that is like complete and utter garbage for you. Like you can't be drinking carbonated drinks and you can't be doing that. It's really bad for you. I go, shit. So basically I can't drink, I can't smoke, I can't drink Red Bull, I can't do heroin. Like what can I do? I can't do anything. It's fucking, you know, it's like what the fuck at this point. So then I started drinking espresso, those things, like the little Starbucks double shots. I start sweating profusely at night in my sleep. Like I wake up, I'm in a puddle of
Maybe
sweat.
that's because you were washing it down with Red Bull and alcohol.
I don't know. I'm like breaking out all over my tits.
Maybe it wasn't the coffee. Maybe it was withdrawals.
I don't, dude. I feel like it's like crack, where like it's not healthy.
It feels like you did really, 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 really weak cocaine.
That's what it feels like.
You just feel really nervous.
You're nervous. You're awake. I'm like sweating bullets, and I'm just like, I don't like
I had this one. Bang, you ever see the new one, Bang?
Everybody's drinking Bang.
Dude, that shit is fucking lethal.
Yeah.
Lethal. You're like, it's like your heart's like just going
I feel
insane.
like it's like vaping, where like all these new products are coming out, and we don't know the long-term effects of them. We don't.
Right, because they're pretty new.
You know, some guy said he recently was a major hiker. He went into the doctor office. They looked at his lungs. They're like, dude, you were just riddled with shit. The guy died a week later. They think it's because of vaping.
Yeah.
He was one of those people that had like those massive things and was like
Is that the one
ripping the
who his
vaping.
lungs are almost frozen or something?
Yeah, I think it was something like that. And
Well, the long-term effects, you said it, is people don't know.
People don't know.
Vinny, our grandparents who came here from the old country, and you know they all drank a little, smoked a little, they ate pasta quite a bit. But I think everything in moderation. I think things in moderation. But I think the basics: sunshine, fresh air, laughter, sex, good sex. I think it's all really important. Water. I think that it's important, but
none of that is happening today.
No,
because
it's not.
sex is happening less with millennials because they have to work all the time or they don't work all the time. I don't know what fucking statistic it is. We're having sex less. The water's more fucked up because there's a lot more messed up stuff in the water. What other stuff did you mention before? Sunlight.
Sunshine.
People are playing video games. People are playing Fortnite. People are addicted. I don't even know what the fuck Fortnite is, but that's a thing.
Or like Minecraft.
It's like one of those shits.
Somebody was playing that, and I was like, this fucking sucks. I'm like, this doesn't even look cool. It looks like Legos.
Like, bro, get yourself a Super
how do you
Mario and
go
stop
from
being a bitch.
Like Madden
To
like
this.
crazy graphics to like blocky
we're gonna go back to
characters.
Pong pretty soon
Yeah,
again.
well,
you know? No, but I mean, we used to
That's
go
the
out and
thing.
play ball.
We
You
used
guys
to
are both
play.
Jersey guys. I'm a Manhattan
We
guy.
used to play.
We used to go out and play ball, and we didn't come home until your mom said dinner, and she had to yell 3 times dinner, and then you went up, you ate that, and then you would come down after obesity, and fast food. There's a lot of bad things, Vinny, out there.
There are, and it really comes down to the parents, which is my last segment. Joey's the new dad, man. And for those of you that don't know Joe, this guy's personality, like he walks in a room, he lights up both of you for that instance. You light up a room. I was so proud to hear when you were dad. Do we have the clip of Joe being a dad? Okay.
Oh my.
You're mouthing Pantera to your fallen asleep child. So you're basically moving his mouth to Pantera.
That's beautiful.
Dude, I saw that
kid,
video. Man. I must have played it like 40 times because it's like the funniest thing in the world. You're gonna be a great dad. I'm really proud of you.
I'm really
What's it like,
happy.
man?
I'm really happy that I did it. I really am. And you got to realize when I got the phone call, she's like, yeah, I'm pregnant. And I was like, oh, fuck. Right?
You know, what am I gonna do? That's what I do.
Yeah, I was like,
I'd freak.
I'm in the middle of my fucking rebound. Not even in the middle. I'm at the beginning of my rebound in my career. You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't have, you know, I was not about it, right? But people were saying like, this is going to be a good thing for you. Like, you need this. And I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what I need.
You know? Yeah. But dude, they're right.
Communist.
They were right. They were right, man. Like, it's so weird. Like, I get that whole thing that like something switched in my brain.
Wow.
That's like, this is my kid.
You're caring for someone now.
I have to focus.
Other than yourself.
And that's exactly what it is.
That's what it is. You know, my son is 22. He's a Marine. I love him. I raised him the first couple of years by myself. I'm with my lady now, my wife now, 19 years, who, if it wasn't for her, I don't know where my son or myself would have been, thank God to her. But, you know, it's the first time in my life that I love something more than I love myself.
Right.
And,
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And I will tell you, but it gives you a whole different perspective.
Yeah.
And you start making decisions like, does this benefit my son?
Right.
What's your son's name, by the way?
Joe.
Yeah,
I love it. Good name. And the next segment,
exactly what the world needs. More Joes. We need more Joes.
By the way, I'd make a great Godfather. Just watch out. I want one out there.
Dude, the Godfather line for this kid is like out the fucking block. Didn't say everyone wants to be the Godfather.
I love it.
But it is a wonderful thing, and I'm so happy for you because I see that clip was beautiful, and I had tears in my. And I didn't know it was Pantera, but you've done Vinnie Paul proud. I want you to know that, and I want you to know.
I had the pleasure of meeting him before.
I want to say that the both of you are great guys, and you're great dads, and I'm honored to know you, and I thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks.
It's the crack of dawn, so thanks for coming. Do you have anything to promote, like anything going on? I know, Joe, you're playing with the Soul Juice Band.
Oh yeah, Soul Juice Band, new album coming out in a couple of weeks actually, and
Beautiful.
then within that there was another band called Forgotten Sectors. Dave Rogers playing keyboards.
Cool.
I contributed a couple guitar tracks to that.
Nice.
I just joined another band called The Party, which is going to be playing at Hennessy's and also the Westgate. So there's
Nice,
about
dude.
10 to
nice.
15 gigs lined up for that.
I better get invited.
Yeah, dude.
Good.
Yeah.
And
What about you, Joey, man?
Tip. World champion handicapper, Las Vegas' biggest daily sports bettor. You go to a website. If you want winners, free picks, news, AASIWINS, AASIwins.com. I have free pick phones each and every day. You can call a free pick phone.
You can win money from this guy. You win money from this guy.
You win. I'll tell you what, every day, no secretaries, no recordings, no callbacks. 1-800-563-8854. That's 1-800-JOE, 8854. Over the 5 years that I'm documented on this, it's a free pick hotline. And you get to hear my voice. Hey, this is world champion. It's great, isn't it? It's as smooth as Elvis. Every day that I'm documented over 5 years, I have a winning percentage of like 69, 70%.
Wow.
Which, if you do that for a season, you are a god. I've done it for 5 years on the same site. I have a paid pick line. We'll tell you about that when you call the free pick line.
Check it out. You'll see that number at the bottom of our screen. I'm kidding. We're not a telemarketing program. Thank you so much for joining us. I love you both from the bottom of my heart.
you.
Thank you guys for joining us at home. Be fair. Take care. Love you. We'll see you in 2 weeks.